the same old system and the same problem.
Welcome to Magic Morning Tea. Magic Morning Tea is the best for brightening your day. Our dedicated team are always set and ready to bring you impactful information to magically brighten up your day. Magic Morning Tea will bring you information on tourism, culture, gender, politics, sports, disability, and many more. So stay tuned, stay connected to Magic Morning Tea on Magic Television, Channel 38, Facebook, YouTube, and other social media handles. Magic Television, your trusted information hub.
Today on Monday, the 19th day inside January 2026. Good morning wherever they get we from. That's why I will welcome you to the Magic Morning Tea, where they reach you live from Magic Television, Channel 38, on Facebook and also on YouTube, and all with social media handles then. Don't forget to yourself can be part of this program, or you can send your message to 090-280-389, or you send them on the Facebook or YouTube space. Any question or the talk inside the program, we will respond and answer you. Me, na Cornelius Ekurando, one pound presenter then for this morning show.
And me, na Fatima say good morning. Well, na the program this morning, as Salo observed the first National Observance Day, Sunday 18th January 2026, President Biodo asked all Salon people for forgive and forget about everything where they suffer from during the country 11 years war. And at the studio this morning, we can continue to talk about this particular day, what it means to Salon for observe this day, and how it will contribute to the country in peace and security. Well, we go also talk to one person we want for be the next National Publicity Secretary for the All People's Congress APC party. We go come to we guest them just now, and you go carry from them. The program we watch now Magic Morning Tea, where they come to you from Monday to Friday, and it come to you live now with Channel 38, Facebook and YouTube channel. If you get comments or question, drop them to the number 090 and see how you go left with your message. The number again is 090-280-389, 090-280-389. And at the studio this morning, I welcome me to guest them, Oswald Amsils, the founder and CEO for Slave Ship, Freedom Ship. Good morning and welcome to the program, Mr.
Good morning, Fatima.
Okay. We also get Brahma Michael Touye, we in the policy we want for be the next APC National Publicity Secretary, and in our policy we don't work for long na the past government. You will can know more about as EBD in the educational sector. Good morning, Mr. Touye. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, and thank you for getting me at the program for the first time.
You're welcome, sir. All right, continue for day with we. Continue for watch the WhatsApp line at 090-280-389. And if you want for drop comment or question on Facebook and YouTube, you're welcome.
All right, we'll continue the program properly now. We'll start with President Bio in speech where he gives to the nation for National Observance Day. Yesterday, when at the 18th January 2026, outside the president, we get this for say.
Fellow Sierra Leoneans, at home and across the world, today our nation stands still. We pause together to remember. We pause to honor. We pause to reflect. For the first time in our history, we gather on a single day to remember our civil war and the heavy price our country paid for peace. From this day forward, January 18th belongs to every Sierra Leonean. It is a day of national memory, moral reflection, and shared responsibility. It is a day that calls not only for emotion, but for commitment. We declare with one voice, never again. Peace is a choice. Remembrance is how we keep it alive across generations. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, after the war was officially declared over on January 18, 2002, Sierra Leone chose to confront its past with honesty. We established the Truth and Reconciliation Commission to document what happened, to give voice to victims, and to guide us towards lasting peace. In its final report, the Commission recommended that 18 January, the day the Civil War was formally declared over, be observed as a national day of reconciliation and remembrance. It is true that this recommendation took time to be fulfilled. For 24 years, this day passed without formal national observance. What matters today is that we have chosen as a nation not to let it pass any longer. Today, we give meaning to that recommendation. From this moment forward, January 18 is established, recognized, and honored as the Republic of Sierra Leone National Day of Remembrance. I speak to you as your president, and more importantly, as a fellow Sierra Leonean who lived through the war. I speak as a former soldier who served during those painful years, and as a son, brother, father, and friend who also lost loved ones to the violence. Like many families across our country, members of my own family in my hometown in Banff District experienced the brutality of the Civil War, and some lost their lives. They were not fighters. They were ordinary people caught in a conflict that destroyed without discrimination. Like thousands of families across our land, my family still carries that pain. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, the truth must be spoken with care, and it must be spoken fully. More than 50,000 Sierra Leoneans were killed during the conflict. Entire villages were burned communities uprooted. Trust was shattered. Tens of thousands of our citizens were abused physically, sexually, and otherwise. Their dignity was violated. Their lives were permanently altered. Thousands suffered amputations inflicted deliberately to spread terror. Many survivors continue to live with psychological wounds that silently shape their lives. Millions more were forced to flee their homes. Families were driven from their communities, separated from their land, their livelihoods, and their way of life. Many lived for years as internally displaced persons, moving from place to place in search of safety. And when the war ended, some never returned home. Their villages were gone, their communities dispersed, and their lives could not be rebuilt as they once were. When conflict comes, it does not ask for who you voted for, where you come from, or what faith you profess. It takes from everyone. It breaks the weak, and it scars the strong. To the survivors listening today, including those who are displaced and uprooted, I speak directly to you. We acknowledge your suffering. Your strength matters. Your dignity remains a responsibility of the nation. We must also be honest with ourselves. As a nation, Sierra Leoneans hurt other Sierra Leoneans. Neighbors turned against neighbors. It was not only weapons that broke our trust. Our trust was also broken by fear, silence, and division. Acknowledging this truth is not about blame. It is about healing. It is about prevention. Healing requires forgiveness. Forgiveness for what was done to us. Forgiveness for what we did to one another. And forgiveness that frees us from being forever imprisoned by the darkest days of our history.
Dr. President Julius Maada Bio for that wonderful speech day on Sunday, when will be the 18th of January 2026. We welcome una all. We hope say una all don't listen. Now half of them we play just 10 minutes. We will continue for the play the other parts them as we continue with the week. Yesterday we don't play full version of we will continue with the program, and at the studio again I want to welcome with two guests them. We get this morning Oswald Ansels, we in the founder and CEO for Slave Ship and Freedom Ship. Good morning again and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Fatima.
Okay. You know you're from President Bio yesterday na be Sunday the 18th of January, and this particular day now one way December 2025. where if you don't say, make we all as salon people put them aside for the member or honor people way we don't die during the war or because of waiting happen during the war, and also respect the one them we survive. We always survive the trouble and all other things them. First of all, we see again yesterday you do a very nice write up, and you did tell people about this particular day, waiting cause the 11 years war, and also we did now waiting we need for do for make we not go back into waiting me don't happen. First of all, what you make up of this particular day as a very significant day?
Well, the president don't do well. He don't try to maintain the peace. We are one of the most peaceful countries in the world, and among the top 5 most peaceful countries in Africa. That is good. The president don't do well in impressive road construction all over the country, especially from Miombon district. Bull Matthew Road up to about 2022 was the worst road in the country. Now my own Papa homeland, Bond City, they don't bring a wall to the Watana they can inside. But now one thing what the president say we must forgive and forget. We should forgive, but we must never forget. We must never forget, especially because a lot of the thing that we caused the war, the 24 years of the APC, the grand corruption, institutionalization of corruption, the bullying, using the politics for bully other political parties, they still exist. And in some cases, even worse. You know, in the 1960s, 1970s, even 1980s, what's my language? What do I use? Creole?
Creole, yes.
Creole.
Now, then one day we've been the thief money as ministers, as heads of agencies, we them the thief money, then bill us. So then I want 2-story house in the bill, now Hill Station, Wilkinson Road, Juba, 2-story house, small parlor. Now, the thief will man than the thief. Then they build 4-story house, then they put swimming pool there. At no time, me don't see in this country when you don't see signs of unexplained wealth. There is a law in the Anti-Corruption Act 2009 which say if you build house 10-story, you na person with the earn equivalent of about $1,000 that you earn per month. Then you go build $500,000 house. Anti-corruption supposed to ask you, who say you come out the money? And if you say that this business you for the do, it will show you NRA tax receipt. This is not being invoked at all. Look, I wonder whether Una within the media, Una for go around Freetown, get drone shots. Don't wanna see around Freetown. The host then way them don't build over the past 20 years now Freetown. In fearful. Big host them, 6-story apartment building. When you ask, now this one grand person get her. So I'm telling a minister, former minister, in a director, in money way and get, not do for making them build 1 3-bedroom apartment. But then they're all over Freetown. All man they make like say they're not the same. And this corruption, they lead way to the war. Me don't write, I don't talk on a television before. We must have a peaceful revolution in order to prevent a bloody revolution, which will be worse than this rebel war. We'll not even get civil war, not be rebel war we'll get. But now, after a few politicians, APC, SLPP, they don't thief Boku, they don't program themselves for thief more. They say that the SLPP say that they fed for Mende speaking people them, not the southeast. APC say that they fed for Timney speaking people them, not the northwest. A lie. Then they fight for about 1% of their own partisan then. The people of this country, then they get poorer and poorer every 5 years, every 10 years, every 15 years. No, when you point out, especially this government, me don't write boku. They are expert at propaganda. They will call conference now, talk about this, quote statistics. What's not the reality on the ground? The reality on the ground is that, of course, we always talk about the price of rice. It don't go up from about 200,000 leons, old leons, to about 1 million leons, old leons. That never they see. What you will not see, sometimes I can talk. I say, wait, but that minister, the director, they never gonna market. Look, in about 2018, me gonna market because I come out, send me driver are gonna market. You go buy fish. The average fish will go down like so. About 5 of them at 10,000 leon. Now same fish that today now 50, 60,000 leon. And that's all thing don't go up. Potato leaf, yabaso, orange, all things don't go up about 400%. Medicine, malaria medicine, quality malaria medicine, even the women they buy about then 20, 30, 40,000 leons. Today, the same malaria medicine, now 160,000 leons. All things don't go up. But the government, they tell we say they do well, and they quote statistics. I don't know why the government seemed energized about the feed salon program in second time. I wonder what they do the first time, but they're not be energized for the feed salon program. What did they do? They go make a man who you say and get a doctorate degree by nursing. They make him agricultural minister for about 4 years, and I don't know what they do. So that the government they cover up. So what are we talking about now? Now the second time they talk about feed salon, and we not say now statistics the man they talk. Now quote in the quote, we not say nothing. But yabas we don't boku small na market. Potato na boku, yabas na this rest na boku, nothing. Mainly because the government, and to some degree the previous government, not get people then where they think. You cannot, mean environmentalists, you cannot talk about dramatic improvement in food production when you not deal with environmental degradation. And in this country, we have one of the worst forms of environmental degradation, not the whole of Africa. We don't destroy, we soils them. Cut, burn, the mining company then come, then destroy the environment. And the effects of climate change, they make this thing worse because they place the warm, we have more excess rain, erosion. You cannot talk about food production without handling that issue.
Okay. So Francis, if I get you right, is it that all wait you don't see, we still they do things then we get the possibility for taking back to the days they used to come?
We're not steal the drum. We don't do worse.
Okay.
We don't do worse. You know, I don't talk. You see, when we get the war situation, they try to make it into a tribal war. It did not work because we were not that divided. In 1997, when they make coup against the Jankaba, then formed the AFRC junta, RAF come, then join them. The people, I was here, I was working in the media. The people were united to make sure they get the rebels out. We were united as a group. I am sure it's almost impossible to have that kind of scenario right now. Because the politicians, SLPPO, APCO, they don't divide the people. They don't fool the people. Our people are being fooled that the politicians in the SLPP are fighting for the Mende-speaking people. That's a lie. That the politicians in the APC are fighting for the Timni-speaking people. That is a lie. They're fighting for themselves, 1%. And this is dangerous because we could slide into a tribal war. Everything, look, there's a law. There is a law which says access to information, 2009 law, passed by the APC-dominated parliament when the APC held the presidency. That law mandates all government ministries, all government MDAs, agencies, for talk what do you want to do. You know they put on in English show where people are not going to see. If we're talking about Mende, Timni, Creole, Limba, the people will say, what do you want to do? Then if we talk, what do you don't do? Then when you don't do and done, you will tell me. From APC government of Anas by Kuruma to this government, they're not a do 2004 Local Government Act. We say all what you do in a local government if we tell we. They're not a do. The next they go on, they talk. Then they talk down to the people.
If anyone Panadian, I go tell you say then get the Ministry of Civic and Basic Education.
I'm a bond speaking end today, Honorable Siba in Papa Komo Bond. I don't know whether him na bond in bond. I don't tell her. I say left this propaganda. You do propaganda. Honorable Siba called what he called a town hall meeting. That is an American concept where they call a meeting about 50 people, then go and ask the president or political candidate direct questions. So in call one Bintuman, it was too large a place. And it was all rigged. He makes sure, say, he asks people then, we go ask questions, we go likely be supportive of the president and the SLPP. We then call, the American and call it a softball they throw. Now one titi then grab, they begin for talk, but then they were on top. Rising prices, we're not a serious. They stop that lady. Now one of the things that where the president talk, now town hall meeting to 2003 or 23 or 2024 is say me if na me minister me party me fumble they go build above the green belt in the middle of the mountains of the Freetown Peninsula. I go broke the oath, I go stop him. He talks forcefully. Said he was going to do that. Now, what in they mean, not green belt, that one day will get money, then they go up the mountain, them, put fire, burn, clear the forest. What a madness for doing a tropical rainforest region. Then they open the place now, the poor man then go down and begin to make farm day. What in they do? When you don't clear the land, like what they don't do so now on a Freetown, you don't expose the land to soil erosion, water erosion. You don't destroy outside for the water, or for the get water. Guma not the get water. Guma don't complain. This government not do nothing. What do you mean is that the poor people find it difficult for get water. So what thing you, the rich man, don't do, you money, most of the native money that they use for bill, they host them. You don't only thief the money, you don't gentry yourself, you don't build for your picking there, you don't make the poor people them they get water. You just starve the poor people there of water. Right, that is unpardonable.
Okay, Francis, we'll come to you back. Quick one before we come over to BNT. I don't read your piece over and over. You don't think say timely for the president at least come with this day, even though it don't take from the over 20 years from the TRC report now we count, but at least the mere fact it out time, you not think say it go begin make we mind it change and we begin look we self together like brother and sisters and back in the country.
I invoke the spirit of late Olugodin, late Christian Kiley. These were journalists who were more courageous than me. And I invoke their spirit because they made it talked. Then I'm afraid Johnny Paul, Kuroma, and Mosquito, even when they're in a government. Now I'm afraid Tijan Kaba. So I invoke their spirit. Among we own generation who have been afraid, I mean, one great thing for their life now. No, the president should have done something about the TRC from day one. The former previous president before don't do one. One Dr. Ibrahim Kamara, Bangura, with aspirant for the APC, in direct one lady from Netherlands, women they do a doctorate degree on with TRC for making guide them. So the lady asked me, this TRC report, very good. Una they tell una people them, una they try to effect them. I tell her and say, Mamina Laibo, nothing. The people don't even know what's in that TRC report. So because with a joke, with a play politics, with all things, now this country, with a fool, now slow down. We are fooling our people. We are preparing the people for their own doom. With a fool the people, say we get free quality education. Who said the quality they come out? Where the current chief minister, when you have the education minister, they talk free quality. I say, bruh, you they talk free quality. Now I see this free quality where you they talk about. Give me time now, go and ask questions. No, he didn't do that. He didn't follow the law. You cannot have free quality education in a country where teachers are just above the poverty level. Who say they live on 1 million leons or 1,000 leons a month? It's not possible. It's just not possible. You come out Calabaton, they can't teach in a convent. You money not even for making for your transport, for feed yourself. You cannot have free quality education. And who know your own generation, maybe will not notice that. There is no bookshop, general bookshop in even Freetown. You want geography book, you want biology book, you know sign that the way you they go buy them. Like me on time we get about 2-3 bookshop them where you go buy almost any book. Me on picking them, they attend modern elementary, modern high school, fortunately then principal, they go England, go Ghana for go buy book. So then get fairly quality education. They begin them not to get book. How can you have quality education when the children don't have books?
All right, continue for stay with you inside the program. There we will continue for discuss more about the president's speech. We come over to you, Brahma Michael, to who can call BMT. We come out from the opposition All People's Congress Party. We one can team up for be the public relations officer for that party day in a forthcoming National Delegate Conference. Welcome to the program again.
Thank you for getting me. Nana, the first one to host me on this particular
we are lucky.
issue. So yeah.
Okay.
We'll get luck for host you. We don't know what they call you, but finally you reach. Anyway,
Yeah.
tell God thank you for that. Let me talk about your aspiration. Tell me a little bit why you want to go for the national publicity sector way that the opposition party APC.
And Udana Brahma Michael today, because maybe no one for then at the educational sector at the Ministry of Education.
Brahma Michael Toure, to start with, now is Sierra Leonean, just like every one of us now. So we grow up now, begin go school now, and get the opportunity for go out and then later come back. 2012, return back to the country for can help in nation building. By 2013, Brahma Michael Toure began volunteering at the Ministry of Education at the time as a PRO. Well, at that time, Brahma Michael Toure had been one of only 2 people there what they refer to as PROs in government institutions, because that time the government been get what still now they get what they call information officers. So we can introduce what you call PR. The only other person been Abu Dharamin, Ministry of Agriculture. So right through from 2013, Brahma Michael Ture served as Public Relations Officer for the Ministry of Education, representing the ministry, acting as the face of the ministry, disseminating information on behalf of the ministry, getting feedback from the public, and then participate in policy formulation at the ministry, and participate in all public relations activities at the ministry throughout the time. In his very little way, to the point where he established a relationship with both old and young journalists at the time, and that relationship they continue to this day. Brahma Michael today add a little bit for make public relations relevant in the Ministry of Education, because before Brahma Michael today come in as Public Relations Officer, the ministry they face a lot of challenges where the leadership of the ministry not be to talk to journalists. The minister at the time, late Dr. Minka Lubame, so rest in peace, be obsessed with the approach of the journalists and towards the ministry in terms of the bashing and all of that. So when I come in, I've been the first we actually, after 5 years, can allow for let we get a press conference. First press conference in 5 years, I organized at the Ministry of Education, and that press conference they somehow changed the entire perspective, because it be able to reveal a whole lot of things where the ministry been doing a good things then, but because nobody not been there for tell the world what the ministry do, so it was all like just the negative. Now the journalists have been focused on. So right from there, the ministry begin get stability, and so right through I would manage that situation there up to 2018, where government changed, the SLPP come into governance. I was still maintained as Public Relations Officer, Deputy Director, School Broadcasting. Of course, the radio teaching program was my idea. And me bring up the idea, I talked to one of the directors there, when named Mr. Mohamed Silasi, say, we talk to UNICEF, and then we conceptualize them, we roll them out. SLAG, IRN, be the hub, we saw we been do that teaching program there. And I think it creates a whole lot of positive things them at that time, because it was not only relevant to the school picking them, but also to adults there, where we don't forget the things that we learn at school. The radio teaching program be able to create a whole lot of good things them around that. And so, come to the Cello People's Party in a one way participate in establishing and laying the foundation for the free quality education with Minister Alpha Timbo at the time. You know, when they get pressure here and there with people who just feel, say, just like how Mr. Hans is talking now, say, if you are not SLPP, in an SLPP government, you're not supposed to be there. If you're not APC, in an APC government, you're not supposed to be there. Then kind of thing and day. So all of the tensions. But maybe believe in one thing. In my output, I believe in doing what you're able to do. Let the public judge you. So I carried through from day up to 2022, where I decided to say, okay, I resign gracefully and step aside, because one, it was because of the personal things and within, and two, because I'll be also the eye going into mainstream politics. So eventually, I come into mainstream politics, working with Chief Alhaji Samuel Sam Sumana as Chief of Staff for in political operations. You know, up to this recent moment where we're able re-establish in eligibility through the PPRC, and now it continues. But just looking at all of what don't happen, from the time where I done there at the Ministry of Education and going, looking at everything up to now. And as I don't had to listen to Mr. Ansels, he almost appear like he is a public relations officer about the APC. Because what he is saying now, I'm serious, what he is saying now is what the APC is supposed to embark on. Point out the excesses of the government, not to just for attack government and say government not do well, not do this, but point out things then with data, with facts. And that I don't always try to do from the time I did at the Ministry of Education. Whenever I say something out, it is something that I have thoroughly researched and make sure say nobody is going to be able to challenge it, because you will go and read back and see at the facts I tell you. Even when I was helping Chief Samsumana to re-establish eligibility, that was what I have done for the past 5 years. From 2020, I have been drawing attention to the fact that this man is already qualified. At that NAC meeting on a whole on the 8th of September 2020, now the man become a member. But you begin to wonder, with the fine lawyers, brilliant lawyers where the APC get, how did they miss that? Like, why did they not sit and look at it and say, let us look at what in this full man they talk, we're not a lawyer. Let me see if na sense in the talk. How did the public relations team of the APC miss that? Because it is one thing to do public relations, but it's another thing to not also get into what you call propaganda. Just like how Mr. Ansi they talk about, say, government at some point they do propaganda. That is not PR. Propaganda not help. It not help the institution, it not help the people, because it's deceptive. And so you begin to wonder. So all of these things are they watch and see and say, what is wrong if you just say the truth? Because you're strengthening the institution more than you're destroying it. Because when you deceive and lie, believe me, they render the institution integrity very much compromising. In reputation, you destroy them. And so looking at all of that, now that make us say, you know what, maybe I should begin to think about becoming that person who would tell the truth without being disagreeable, without being disrespectful, which is what I have done in the last 5 years over the Chief Samsumana issue, pointing out to them what is wrong, using the very constitution, making reference to areas that the constitution say, this area, now in say A, B, and C, not to me make them. It's what the constitution is saying. Can you go and look at it? Nobody cared to until 5 years later, we'd always all this time, and now look at where we are. But so, for me, yes, I want to correct certain things within. And I want to be able for let the APC get the kind of reputation where a political institution supposed to get. And so now I make us say, to the delegates we get for vote, if you look for somebody where they can lie on behalf of the APC, don't vote for me. I'm not desperate for it. Because you don't get me for do that. So now vote for me because you're going to make a mistake. If you look for somebody where they can't deceive, now vote for me. I want to be, but I'm not desperate for it. Because when I eventually become the publicity secretary for the APC, I know say I'll get something for contribute where the world will appreciate, not just Sierra Leone or the political parties that way exist now, but the world. Because that a PR person for able to do, you know, for restore the credibility and integrity of an institution, for represent the institution adequately, for be the face of the institution, for be the one person where when you say something, it's the truth. You stand by it. I don't care how long it takes.
So now, a question on that. How you intend to go about all this? Because me and one person will have been work with you for long. It's already ready democracy, and I know how serious and disciplined you can be when it comes to official matters. And we also see the trend at which politics they go, and the kind way where the PR units and they operate, go sit on a TV, just argue about this and that, in terms of giving out that kind of accurate, timely information where people they need. You know, they happen now. So how you intend for go about this? I mean, your ambition for make sure say people able for know and understand say yes, this is not the right way for go, and this is how I want to go about that.
Thank you. So I encouraged by the feedback what I get from people now, even the one that way not been like Chief Samsumana, but the feedback what I get from them say, I stood for what I believed in, I pursued what I believed in, and at the end of the day, it come out for me so. I think in that same line there, at some point, even the one who not like you, we able to appreciate what you don't do when at the right thing. And so I get these phone calls from people that way not be even like for talk about Chief Samsumana, or not be probably like my business self. Because there's one thing in the APC where we probably need to also look at and correct. You know, when you speak out the truth, they say you don't like the party. You come for spoil the party. So how would you look at somebody where they speak out the truth and say you want Pueli party? But when you stand by the truth and continue for talk things that are not true, people are rational, they begin look at it and see say this guy is right. And so at some point, that's how you change hearts and minds of people. And so now that I intend to bring into the table. If people that know me forget a reputation of not lying to them, 110, 210, 310, 410, and they not listen to me and see the effect of what I've been telling them, they will begin to say, wait a minute, let us think of which is this guy they talk.
So if you say the willingness go there for accept Nande.
Well, the willingness go there only depending on how you put the case across.
All right.
Because it's not about being aggressive.
Yeah, sure.
Like I can watch PR people and the SL people don't affect. Hala, hala, hala. No. You don't need for fet. If you get the facts and the points, continue for hammer them home. Do you want to watch or listen and they see the points? Now that's important because the opinion of people in the form about you as a PR person for your particular political institution, now important. Not to the noise where they go cause inside our platform there, either on a radio or television.
All right, you go agree with me, say the All People's Congress Party gets various fractions of flag bearers and we don't emerge. Then you don't ascertain to one particular post when Alaji Chief Sam Sumana. You don't think say the other fraction would look you like say you want to pursue or push Chief Sam Sumana in your agenda rather than the party generally.
So what is interesting right now, from the time where me exploratory team begin send out me flyers, I get more calls and commendations from people with the wedding or other flag bearer in camps than even me on Psalm 28 camp. And I can tell you, believe me, that is the truth. To say, I know they talk about you flag bearer, but as far as this position, I believe say you fit for them. So then separate me attachment to Chief Sam Sumana with me capacity or ability for do the things the way they believe say I able to do. So that now make the difference now. So.
All right, continue for the between the program. In them na BMT as we can call them, where they aspire for the position of the national publicity secretary for the All People's Congress Party. We will go take another story inside the program now, where we go na Pujeru and talk and the Pujeru District Public Relation Officer for the All People's Congress Party, Sonko Tarawali say now over 5,000 people they don't the party don't register at the district. Sonko Tarawali talk this and more inside this interview with the correspondent at Pujeru. Also it been the talk about the party in lower level election. Let's get that story there.
Well, as a party, we get for do lower level, get for do internal elections. So we dey put all these structures in place. We don't get the IMC where now they conduct with internal elections. They don't visit with Apujon. They don't engage with people. They don't teach them within some of the things that we them for do during the election process. So as we move along, we move along with people them. And with the plan for the lower level election.
You talk about IMC. From where you know that acronym?
IMC na the internal election management committee. Now they're responsible for conduct all internal elections. Now the APC. So they be done visit in Apujon, and they don't tell we some of the things and we for do as a party, and some of the things and way they expect from the general membership. And they don't tell we some of the things that we don't get for do, so we don't cross that bridge here.
So what are some of them things where they talk around?
Where they talk about registration, because for like contest election, if you be a registered member for some time, if you don't at the party for some time, if you don't pay your monthly dues at the party, so a lot of other things they will then discuss with the general membership, and the membership self again ask questions in terms of when they list and they come on waiting then they expect, and they answer those questions then they. So I think it's another day.
So this lower level election, when people they expect for start?
Where now the National Secretary General by we constitution na in go show date, na in go show venue. Now go show, now go pull out the voter register, and I think say the national executive don't meet, and then they try for put the instructions in place, and when they put her in place, and go communicate her to we, then go communicate her to the region go communicate her to we.
So how soon this go happen?
It will happen very soon. APC na very organized party, and we na party where we get for take governance, and so everything we do and democratically. I dey assure you say it will be soon, and we want for do am properly. We no want for let anybody feel say we do something we not fine. So they try for put all the structures in place so that the election will be free, fair, and credible.
So you talked about registration earlier. So how the registration of membership turn like? Any exclusion there or all inclusion like new members there?
Yes, I will tell you for Pujon alone, we don't register over 5,000 people. Then everybody knows say APC they win the next election. So on daily basis, people then they come. But again, we get categories we get new members we get people that they don't stay in the party. Like me, where they talk so I don't know the APC for over 15 years. So other people that they come on daily basis. So the registration open to everybody. But again, not to everybody go vote, because if you don't in the party for a year, and if you don't be paid up member another party, if you want contest election award, if you don't do 1 year, you want kind of constituency, if you don't in the party for at least 2 years, the district if you don't in the party 2 years. So not to everybody therefore be qualified. But I will assure you say huge number of people in Apujon district therefore be qualified for contest election and therefore be qualified for vote.
So how many aspirants them really don't contest for the lower level elections based on the hierarchical positions them where they go want from constituency, districts and other positions them?
Well, APC na a party where a love by the people. So at every layer, beaucoup people and they come on. But again, the party big pass we all. After the election, you get for see we all dey together. Would that win? We not get possible we get for win. We all na winner. What's you na APC you contest election, you na a winner. What's more get for be important na how we go win the next election. How APC go able increase the votes in Apujon. How we go able resist the amount of intimidation where they be intimidated in Apujon. So I think say now we focus here. But at every level, from constituency, from ward constituency to district, but people they don't show interest for different positions. But the party na very organized party until the Secretary General say ABCD qualify for contested election, because we get structures them in place for look at candidates for look at the time we don't in at the party, wait you don't do. I think say we then clear and they will know the candidates when they don't come up. But for now, we get a elected executive with the one the affairs of the district, headed by Mr. Mohamed Sise, and he gets in executive. We get from ward to constituency. We get elected people them, and they already do a very good job. So for now, we don't know how many people will come on. But one thing I will tell you, the APC don't become they find something where everybody want for touch.
So the current executive, they get any interest?
Yes, Mr. B one for one back. I think say me boss, Mr. Mohamed Sise, aka Dr. Wu, one for doing second term. We get a lot of people now the district executive. We also want for do the second term. From constituency again, I know a lot of other constituency chairman them who they say want for do their second term, because we all know what happen in Apujon, the amount of intimidation where we membership not be able to enjoy the thing where they for enjoy. So I know say a lot of people get for contest.
So which message you get for the general populace them for me to get confidence when the time go come out for the election so that themselves go be peaceful?
One thing I want for say to the APC membership, I want for let una know say not to social media they want APC. Anything where APC want for do, then get structures them at all level. We get ward executive, we get constituency, we get district, we get region, and we get national. We national want for communicate and they communicate through the right channel. I want for una patient. APC na very organized party. We ready for go na governance. So everything we do and within the law. We get a constitution, the 2022 constitution where they guide we, and so we get for respect that constitution there. But they are sure una say we do everything for let the election be free, fair, and credible, so that we all go accept the outcome of the elections we get for happen at the party. But again, I want to remember say APC big pass we all. And what's more important, how we go come for redeem the country, how we go win the next election. Because 2028 election, now election where APC no get no other option, but now for winner. And we go only winner if we are together, we are united, we get one focus, and the focus is how we can redeem this country here. I want to tell me people them all over the world and put you on the streets, boku thank you for the love who not show APC. And I want to tell Pujon people then say the membership open to una. APC not the 40 million man, not the for Mendema, not the for Fuller man. Me where they talk to una, me na typical Mende man. Me mama and me papa, they all two now from Pujon. At the APC, nobody no ever kill me. I don't need it for over 15 years. I don't serve the party at every layer. So they encourage a lot of other many people. They will not see the National Publicity Secretary for APC, Honorable Sidi Tunis, Napujon Posse. We don't see Ambassador Mingoli, Napujon Posse. We don't see Mendeman. We don't see Jagaban, na Keneman, Blaman, na they come on. We don't see a lot of other Mende people. Then Victor for them. They don't care. They don't serve the party. They don't go back and not kill them. They make them vice president. So APC na Kumbra party. And APC na party where they for all Sierra Leoneans. So let nobody not tell you say APC will come and they can't kill many man. That's okay, a lie. Because who they not kill we. Who they contest for positions them we feel say we get right for contest for. So on that note, I tell you now all thank you. I tell this media house here Boko.
All right, one for extend we own appreciation to we correspondent na Pujon District by the name of Mustafa Mansari from Radio 1J. Well, we continue with the program, and the program is still watching a Magic Morning Tea, where they come to you live on Magic Television, Channel 38, Facebook, and we YouTube channel. And we they come back to the two studio guests in at the studio this morning. So the one day we don't drop we message in our WhatsApp. Please today we talk about the National Observance Day we happened yesterday, and also Brahma Michael today they talk about intention for the All People's Congress National Publicity Secretary. Send you message or comment with regards then to issue the day, and we will read them to the public. We come back to we guest them, and we start with BMT this time round. We don't see so many issues we come to giving out information about political party them, especially when the party them can do opposition. This time around we see also so many gaps we don't do from the opposition, the main opposition party in terms of giving out information. Now recently we see that they go into convention, get lower levels, and also how the time don't they go for meetup 2028 we see then they come out. But even as that, when the public know they get much as to waiting they suppose forget. With you coming into this executive, how you plan for CC the public will get information when and how necessary, especially when the party, whether it in a power or not.
Thank you. Well, even just na the village setting, for example, when you see case take too long na bari, na 2-9 on the inside.
Okay.
We say truth day, na quick, that case stay the court. So when a political party embark on internal struggle for a very long time, now because truth not come out. We say truth day, issues then go solve very quickly and amicably and move on. All of the time we don't waste as a party, I call it a waste of time now because we now approach the truth from the very start, and it affects we. You know, personal interest there will put her inside, waiting for the common interest, way before don't move way forward. So for don't get lower level elections as far back as August, and. But all they after try for disqualify people, don't get we to this point here, waste all this time. And now the lifespan of this very executive, we're supposed for don't take we to convention. If they don't next month, the 18th. Very important. And now they look for extend. You know, how can you now extend your time when you know provided for at the very constitution we govern the institution? Because waiting for make you extend, then clearly spell them out at that constitution day. waiting an emergency, we for make the National Advisory Committee the second highest body of the party for extended time and do the things the way a National Delegates Conference for do, it dey inside the Constitution. Voting constitute an emergency. Say, if we be like say the country they at war, if we be like say there is a civil strife all over the country, the death of a presidential candidate, a coup d'etat, or an outbreak of a disease or whatever it is. None of them things they know obtain right now. So there is no way where you go classify them as emergency. The delay will don't happen, you cannot classify them as an emergency because it's man-made. Now within the party it happened. If we don't solve that problem, 5 years ago, we not do that. So you cannot use that as a reason why you want to extend your time. So now they don't create additional problems. People are out there, Honorable Almami Kamara, former ambassador and all of that, don't begin raise concerns about that. Say there was a time where Dr. Samura Kamara almost chased her out of in office 6 months after where they announced the election results say win. And now that the Constitution say. So now they see when they pull out timetable, we span up to August and on that time they done February. Anything we wanna do from the 19th of February is illegal, according to we very Constitution. So we have to, as a party, sit and find a way for address the situation today, because otherwise outsiders. You see, people always feel say now only members of the APC now they go take APC society. It could be any member of the public. Political parties are public institutions. Let us bear that in mind. And so, as a public relations officer, now that we expect that if they don't like you, safe. But tell the establishment the truth. Say, this is what is going to happen if we don't do A, B, and C. Right. Look at that and say, we Constitution say A, B, and C. We cannot do otherwise. Let us find a way. Compromises that the Constitution, they're not set on stone. Let us come together as an institution where now we make Constitution. Let's talk about it. Let's find common ground for move on. But when you want to do in a way like in a bulldoze way, somebody will challenge them.
So now this make me ask you the question, say, how you get for manage while the professionalism and also that of discipline with the current trend of political activity they now would say?
You see, when you don't make yourself part of the problem, you will able to get solutions to that problem. But when you make yourself part of the problem, then it becomes very difficult. And so communication is very powerful. Not to just aggression for go ala. In a very professional way, you can communicate internally with the people who own the work. Let them understand where you stand. Don't go out there and represent an institution falsely. You propagate falsehood, false information on behalf of the institution. You forget your integrity and your reputation. Let them understand that you're not going to be doing that out there. Let the membership also know, say, the reason why I'm not going to go sit down on radio or television and say this, now because it's wrong. I'm not doing it. Then I know how you stand. At some point, if they want to let things go before, the very membership, they go see how rational you be, and they go back you up. Because keep in mind, say, not to then the leadership of the institution, not to then get the institution. APC, now people that get them. Not to the one that they head them. People that not suffer. People that not die. Sweat and blood for let the party survive. Then people and their families they still there. And so the membership also now they get the party. When you able to make the membership they understand outside the party they drag them. And that now all they go dump themselves inside hole, they go see reason why they go mask them breaks. They say no, we cannot go this path. Let we do on the right way.
Okay, with this way you don't bring to notice. So say the executive in term they done in February, and according to the timetable we don't go out, say the lower level will start on the 7th of February to August for the flag bearer. Una don't bring this to the notice of the executive, especially you where they come up from a particular camp or where they go for the position of a publicity secretary.
Well, I understand, say, Honorable Mami Kamara don't submit what would appear like a petition to the party, which is where you start. And he may not be the only person who will do that. I'm sure other people will do that, and very soon, for draw their attention, say, hey, when I don't begin the problems in Baku, when I don't look at the constitution, I can clearly say. And keep in mind, we've been on the say, we not go and do anything outside of the constitution. Throughout the time, this is what I've been hearing. APC not do anything outside of constitution, they go with down to the letter. So let us go by.
So you, as somebody who go as for publicity secretary, you don't bring her up to the party in hierarchy?
As a person, I not bring them up it because I look and how far Honorable Almami petition they go. If it is true, I have to find out from him. For C say yes, indeed, he don't submit a petition because if it's the petition speak to waiting me feel say the party for no, then it will not, there will not be a repetition. I not go on for repeat. Then they see me like say I mean an antagonist or whatever it is. So I will just allow the Honorable Almami Kamara in petition flow and see how the party will respond to that. If they not respond to that adequately, we get an institution where they regulate political parties, which is what we did with the Chief Manner issue. We'll go through the party internal redress mechanisms, and we'll not see like say they go anywhere. Now we'll take the case outside. Okay. The PPRC go finally resolve them. In the same way, if Honorable Almami Kamara see say the party they drag the foot, and he see say they unbug the party, where some of the one they way they now at the helm of affairs, now people away not be members of the APC, then come and join the APC. Well and good, we are all now APC, but do not be the reason why we will begin to think that you're there to cause problems for the APC. Maybe like you have a motive. Okay. So that's the reason why we would not let you do that to the political party who all cherish so much. So that's where we are with this.
All right, so one other thing where people only raise comments or concern about, now the one we get for with the information the way we don't go out from the All People's Congress to the public with regards to the tripartite committee as to who that for come back, who that for can take over power, who that them can over power too. We don't do series of interview discussions on that issue there. And one thing we don't come out clear now that people know they get the right information from the All People's Congress party. And now you would vie for that same position we get for doing the National Publicity Secretary. If you happen for being at that unit there, how we were able to change all them perception in the way we don't go out?
So in fairness to the way we did it now, Comrade CDI Tunis, at some point I make a clear say, tripartite or no tripartite, a government not go change. Like what people they say they will come pull President Bio and put Dr. Samura Kamara.
Yes, myself watch him now some media institution. But the thing is, to the extent at which the All People's Congress PR team they allow such information for Gua, because you know say information gets in your own way how it is circulated. I might read the bad one will go out, but the correction side I not get them. Meaning that bad one still don't left with me. And to the tell I will realize say waiting APC be they sell out, now the right thing I don't get another different perception but the party already. So
I been just one get today. If when it been start, it been consistent and carry through with that message day, it will be very helpful to the membership of the APC. Say, at least the person they talk for we represent to voice. Now this you don't say, and I not see the party come back and say, not to we send them for say that. But when you just talk on one side and you keep quiet, because probably the dog will rebuke you, say don't say it anymore, then that's where the problem is. But it's a difficult thing, you know, for do PR for a political party like the APC. It's a very difficult thing. You know, I cannot downplay the difficulty of that kind of position then at the APC. Because there are people where they seek their own personal interest and they go and suppress you for toe the line of their own personal interest. And that is where you assert your professionalism. You assert, you believe, say, you're there to do the right thing. And let them understand that very clearly. Not to fetch you, to go fetch them. But let them know, say, no, I know the compromise, my integrity. Now the institution I try for build, now the institution I try for promote, not individuals. You know, tomorrow don't make me the next National Publicity Secretary because of that. I'm fine. Like I say, I'm not desperate for it, but I believe, say, I will contribute meaningfully if I become the next National Publicity Secretary for all of the things the way I don't do in this country where people know me for, and for the things the way I hope for able to going forward. And so now that kind PR person there, I want for be. I want for be a propagandist. You know, back in the days, what you they do so now as PR, they call them propaganda secretaries. Well, what they do is they represent the interest of the institution, then cover up for the institution, and malign the next party, even when the party do well, then turn out to bad. That's propaganda. That's not PR. And me know they do propaganda. I do PR. And I want people then for respect me for that. I want people then for hold me accountable for the things the way I say. Because I want to make sure say by the time I say anything in public, now something where I get the evidence of. Like for example, when I sit on here, I listen to Mr. Hansen and I've been take notes copiously as if I did in a lecture room. That is because as a PR person, you don't assume that you know everything. You learn from the one the way we know the day before, from the one the way very much familiar with the issues, from the one the way every day they look at the issues. For some of the things the way highlight, you know, there are things that I know they are happening, but I'm not been getting to the depth of them for no say they are happening. Now you don't educate me on that. First, you talk about forgiving and not forgetting, which is very key. You can forgive, but not forget, because you want to remind yourself of waiting may not happen, where cause the problems, then let you not go the back. Now make you not forget. It's a bullying that take place in political parties. Well, a serious PR person, when they listen to them, go take note of that and cite instances of bullying. Now your next appearance, now any radio or television of waiting the SFPP they do. That's what PR is. He talk about the level of thievery and corruption high. Find instances of thievery and corruption in your next deliberation on any platform. Highlight them today. You say government, then they serve like experts in propaganda. Check the evidence, get the evidence of propaganda, data, whatever it is, and point them out to the people that this is what the government is saying and doing. That is not true. That's what you not for the course president or course first lady or course everybody else than the government, but it's about pointing out things there. It's the commodity prices. You highlight them, say they're high. Go there, go to the market, check what it be 5 years ago and now. As a PR person, highlight them. Do a documentary of all of these things. If you talk about the field salon program, go into it, find out what's happening with it. Do that. You say we do worse things than now, we go eventually bring you back to USA Ubinde. Look into all of this. So all that things and they highlight them. You talk about free quality education and all of this. You say none of the parties there, no, they do things there for promote their tribe or people, and not for promote themselves. Get instances of that. Put them together, educate the public on their issues today. You don't get them from them. Now go and do your research. That's what a PR person does. Not to say, well, Mr. Hansen, we talk about them. Okay, what are your evidence? You don't have any. So you just rely on what he say, you know, go find out, and then if you say that's enough for you for go out and say, talk about the government. No, that's not what you do. So that is what I intend to bring to the table. And I believe, say, government on both sides go appreciate that kind of PR thing they done for go sit on the radio and begin fair to Mambu. They allow all the time and everything. No, not me, not to the kind. We want to do that.
All right, Brahma Michael Toure, na a name, and it is also they tell me about the ambition for being the next National Publicity Secretary for the All People's Congress APC party. Continue for the Utuna the program. We come back to you just now. We next guest now Oswald Ansels, and he don't deal with me for morning. We don't talk so much on the things the way people do too. We get the tendency for take you back to the war situation where we don't experience. Some of the way make measure forget for the price increment, the so many propaganda, and also you talk about corruption. And our authority, the way responsible for take action, they respond to the corrupt practice in the country. Now we question that how the issue they ask we get for do it price increment, people are supposed for act, not they act appropriately, and the plenty other one they all where with the experience waiting go be then contribution for go back to the situation where we no want to go back to if they not be addressed.
Well, now for massive education of the people, una would in media now would they use social media, do video documentary we put on our TikTok. Then we go for do face to face. There is a general feeling among them when they will sit and sabi book. When our leaders, either in a church or civil society, for feel say once me get small money, maybe I work $3,000 a month, I don't build me small house, me begin in England, I'm okay. We therefore educate them, but also the youth leadership for say, waiting bad, you will not escape from it. We have been doing a year during the wartime, 1997 to 1999 especially. But good people then they will not be ever they take part in politics. They host them born, then kill them. So the way where would they go so now? We need a peaceful revolution to prevent a bloody revolution. And that peaceful revolution day, and for the outside, with a full whistle. How do I put it? The way with the full whistle in a salon, it just like say you supposed to be the football coach or the football manager. You the coach. You don't they pull yourself within your country. Say you sabi play football. When you go by international tournament, then give you 5-0, then beat you bad one. Now the same way the first APC been they do 1968 to 1991 with the war start, they were quite confident, complacent. See, nobody may touch them. When the war come, now from full, what they call ragtag combatants and then for the Sanko Kawit, the APC could not fight them. So if you keep on fooling yourself, then they can you get for show yourself. With the full wisdom say, when man go na Harvard University or Oxford University and get doctorate degree, it sabi all thing. You sabi now put on this way. If na mangotic, now you do your bachelor's span, when you do your masters, maybe now the leaf of the mangotic you do your master's span. When you do your doctorate degree, maybe now some microbe them the mangotic. Now you go do your doctorate degree pan. You not sabi all thing, but the man who don't get doctorate degree pan that area there microbe on the leaf of a mango tree, you go make a head of a ministry. You say in a doctor, in sabi all thing. No, we are fooling ourselves. That is why you can notice say, I don't write them all. I said this is not the most doctorate degree heavy government that the history of Sierra Leone. But we not see here. We not see much progress in agriculture. Freetown is a ticking time bomb. Now we wait for the next couple of years. More mudslide, more flooding will take place. But a doctorate degree people and they cannot produce. Now lie more than a lie. So, and what do we get for change? Inside the public service, inside the civil service, waiting with man called mediocrity. Now, half enough then, Sabi. Look, I don't talk this, I don't write them, I don't talk on the radio and TV before. If the ordinary people then they would sell cookery, then they would ride Okada, then when they would sell na Sani Abacha Street. If they know how people then are government service list, then they work. Then they go work at 9 o'clock in the morning. Then go find Friday, eat, they laugh. Sometimes maybe the whole day, the proportion of work what they do, it don't reach 1 hour per day. Drink coffee, chop the money, thief the money. But this is continuing today. And then it's talking like outsider. Fortunately for me not be outsider at one time. Me not be journalist. Me not be assistant commissioner for public affairs na National Revenue Authority. Me not be media advisor to the former president and Esbai Koromana State House. I don't demand them not they work, yeah. Look, una where they work, hey, some of them cook cream and me then still clock, they don't grab that money in. Making fry, do this, do work. Who now they go dance behind that one, they wanna do no work, they thief una money. Who now this is madness. This me brother, they'll make this correction. They say me they talk like say that's so PRO for APC for talk. Me ought to PRO for APC. Yes, me na public relations officer for Sierra Leone.
That's it.
When me in 1998, me mama side uncle Charles Magai, then I was Minister of Internal Affairs, was writing in the Democrat newspaper. So in Gam, in John Pande Okada there, John Pande people they own the petty traders for pull them a treat. I said, what kind of nonsense is? You not being job for people that you don't pull them a treat. Now side with the petty traders. I the right, go now lands ministry, go now city council, investigate the issues. I side with them. So even when they go meet Tijan Kaba, I did on the side of the petty traders against me uncle. Not to them far uncle, now close uncle. Me mama na be my guy. So now one thing where I write, I write up me uncle. I say this thing what you do, if you not stop, then go sweep you in a treat. Like say you not dirty and throw you in a dirty box. Fortunately, Tijan Kabana be wise man. So we'll go meet him with the petty traders then. Tijan Kabana listen to Charles Magai, listen to the petty traders then. Then tell Charles Magai say, go back to the drawing board. In agree for making Charles Magai continue for drive the petty traders there out. Where are they State House? Retired Brigadier Ricard Major Paulo Conte, he'll be Internal Affairs Minister. Instead of jump and then Okada right there, and they jump pull them a treat in the Central Business District. Now write the same thing what I don't write from me uncle. I put on a headline. I see them go sweep you like dirty and throw you. I then I State House. And the president now listen to me. Former President Ernest Bai Koroma. Well, 2018 come, then sweep APC out. When you say I talk now about this government as a patriot, if they not listen to me, then go sweep them out. If the people of Sierra Leone not listen to me, unfortunately I don't want that to happen. We are going to go into another civil war. Not a civil war, a tribal war.
So how for prevent them?
How would they prevent them? I don't tell you already. Una would the media, una for find people, honest people for the interview. Not the interview them one the way get up public office. Now one honest guy I work with, instead of the Assistant Commissioner 2003 who joined the NRA and called Amadou Brahima. And they afraid nobody. No Commissioner General, nobody when you bring anything who look like thief and I say they Allah. They have honest people like that. Find them, bring them to the radio and build up trust in the people. Government they talk say, hey, now we don't bring this tractor, now we don't do this, that is only part of development. What needs to be done in the agricultural sector is for build up trust by the people. So every Pekin, every granny, every youth for make manure. So you go planting. So the people must get involved. So now we take this law so now, what it talks so now of access to information law. Annexing government, building government, ignore them. Bring the people here and keep on repeating it and let una tell Jagaban say them prefer money or put the ideas that are into motion because then they spend millions of dollars. Let the people know that these laws exist and insist every week, every day, make jingle so the people will know that tell what you do, Pamba. Anti-Corruption Commission, you don't increase corruption. From 41% APC 10, 71%. Now so MCC talk, now so Transparency International tan. Me don't write on boku boku. Not to wait international community talk. Now you can't tell me. You for tell me waiting the people that want to deal with na customs, na ports. Then tell we say interview them, and tell we say corruption less. The people that want to deal with the teacher them, the people that want to deal with the nurses them, you for tell we. In other words, with man and they use this word palpable. When you defect corruption, we go feel them inside our bones. What do you the talker? Now people then I treat go to say, hey, this corruption, it don't less. So the issue is that development, politics, or what do you like, APC, SLPP, they will inspire the people them for take action. What would they do? And repeat this slowly. With people then they work. Hey! Something when I go see them and meet them around at this Wilberforce Street, then they come in the morning. Then they say 8 o'clock na night. Then they pan out cookery, they walk, upline, then they walk. The one day when they walk, now then they get the least money. The one day when they laugh and joke and drink coffee in the office, now then they thief the money. We got to educate the people and for stop that. And for blindly support APC and SLPP because you're not Limba man, now party because you're not Mende man, now party na SLPP. You the fool yourself. Look, the money for pay the doctor them, we not they pay them good. When I bring doctor them Kanaya, most of the doctor they train, then they go out of the country. You they pay the man equivalent of $1,000. Now $1,000 one line. They get 1 week in America. What do you they pay a whole month now? Yeah. It come out. Now the same way to them good nurse then. So when you do not fight to cleanse cleanse the system, you the wait say now you own particular voila, you particular you change nothing. You forfeit now. When they talk about climate change. What do you build any young man that they do? Me not 71-year-old, they all I do for bond them. What thing that they do? Climate change, now for call conference, now for go international conference. They not even know what in a climate change. They're not even ready for fight climate change. And you know, this climate change, it will make the angry water per week, it go worse. The water business will not get, it go worse. The heat, you know, it's supposed to be a time now. But the place warm, you the open window. This one they can worse. What will climate change expert then they do? Now for go sit on a conference. When I call them, they can meet me. I don't study for them. Now I quote the statistics. Climate change mean, I'll go meet the first lady. I now forget that day. She help me with climate change fight. March 24. I say climate change is the intensification of mass murder of Africans. What do you mean? It means say, they kill 100 persons yesterday. Today they can't kill 10,000 persons. Then climate change mean. I tell the first lady, not do nothing. Climate change means say, all the bad way white man then do, slavery, colonialism, we will not know that. We damn on where would they sell to white man then. Now about 5%, 3% to 5% they would get. We gold, we rutile, we wouldn't get nothing. So the climate change can add Panam. The white man then don't exploit we, they don't thief with money, they don't gentry. Then they can make climate change. The whole change the climate. Instead of effects, then they go sit on a conference, for go get allowance.
Right.
When I bring them come meet me now.
All right, we'll find them, call with them, and we'll call you back. Why will they continue the program? And now it's time for make we join Joseph Taylor Amara for bringing you sports updates.
AFCON na African pride and the most prestigious tournament na African football. This year AFCON we play na Morocco, be host some of the most talented African player them na the competition with up to 24 team them we qualify. Now Senegal and Morocco been play the final after Nigeria then Super Eagles been defeat the Pharaohs of Egypt 4-2 per penalties and Nigeria been cancelled. The final where nobody not been able to predict the winner been full of plenty drama and controversies as the game be put on hold for up to 17 minutes because of the penalty where the referee be award to Morocco for which Senegal then central back play foul against Morocco then Brahim Diaz inside the 18-yard box. This be make Senegal then head coach protest and even ask the Senegalese team for come out na the pitch. Senegal been protest because then disallow them goal where them be score inside the game for the same foul where them player be play against Morocco then captain Hakimi, but world-class player Sadio Mane been called the Senegal player then back na the field for continue the match. This West Ham be make the match go extra time. Senegal be the lead 1 goal after we Pape Gueye been scored from a left footer shot to the right top corner of Morocco goal stopper Bruno. Bruno now be very important player for Morocco throughout the tournament. After that goal, Morocco be continue for press, but Senegal been get a very solid and focused defense for stop Morocco then dangerous attack them. Brahim Diaz been take the penalty, but been get for miss the penalty. After plenty pressure from Morocco, the referee been blow the final whistle inside the 120 minutes, and Senegal will end up win then second AFCON, and it don't be one pan the few team them we don't win the competition on straight knockout without penalties. Morocco then team be win fair play of the tournament, and then goalkeeper Bruno be win the Golden Glove. Brahim Diaz be win the Golden Boot with 4 goals. Sadio Mane be win player of the tournament. Congratulations to Senegal. For sport, Mina Joseph T. Amara the report. AFCON.
Alright, we will continue with the program, and we want to say plenty thank you to we own Joseph Tyler Amara for that sports update today. The program is still watching on Magic Television. TV breakfast show, they come live now. We channel 38, Facebook, and we YouTube channel. Well, we don't get message there, we don't come inside the program, and we read them quick and fast for round up the program. They go na the inbox, we get na the 090-280-389, and my colleague go read the one they want I don't say on Facebook. This first one they say, good morning, Mr. Tsui. I like your intention to contest for the All People's Congress PRO, but please, I want to know what you will bring to the table in terms of discipline and accuracy in disseminating information.
All right, this is a comment from Facebook page where say, we remember our brothers and sisters. May their gentle soul continue to rest in peace.
Amen. And this other one, they say, thank you so much for coming on board. Yes, we need discipline and professional people to hold different positions. If we all say we know mix, we know we'll get better politics.
All right, this other one, they say, BMT, your plan always is to set the party ablaze.
This other one says, are you saying your present PR team is not doing justice to proper communication? That's why you are contesting. If yes, that means the APC PR team have been misleading the public. Please correct me if I am wrong.
This other one again, they say, with too much of confusion in the APC, when will the party ready to plan for elections come 2028?
Joseph said in a text from UK, he said, good morning team. I have been following or listening or watch different programs wherein people keep bringing in Mr. Ansel. He is a true patriot of Sierra Leone. How can you media people utilize the wealth of information he already has? This is a very good material, and I will applaud you all. So please make good use of them.
This other one coming from Director Jallo, we say even the list published is not going to work. and people will stand against it seriously.
This other one, they say, when is the APC having their next election? And how can us from the diaspora vote if possible?
All right, this other one they come up from Amara, we say APC only una petition una self, and SLPP na the other one we get confusion pass una how una they do this election.
This other one, they say, Fatima, can you please ask Mr. Hansins to go in depth in terms of how we should have the observance day, because it's a very important day, but I think the planning or the way they schedule it is not appropriate. We need to do more, and I think citizens should prefer solution as to how we should go about it.
All right, this other one says, so BMT, are you saying your present PR team is not doing justice to proper communication? That's why you are contesting? If yes, that means the APC PR team have been misleading the public. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
The last one from the WhatsApp line, they say, thank you so much for having the two guests in the studio, and for the guy from the All People's Congress Party. Why is it coming only now? The APC party has long ago need a well-structured PR team to see how they can redefine all their activities in terms of PR, and also to bring the party on board in terms of bringing their activities and all proper information to the public.
All right, the last one for now, the commode from Amara again, we say, the most corrupt institution in Sierra Leone is very anti-corruption. Then they pan we within our house and left the big one then. So these are the text messages that we'll get inside the program for this morning, and we'll turn over to guests now for let them respond. And most of the questions so far don't come for you, BMT.
Yeah, somebody sent, well, one for tell all you want to send text messages and thank you. Somebody they ask, say, what you are going to do in terms of discipline and accuracy. I think I don't outline that now very clearly, that if you want for institute discipline at any place, you get to be self-discipline first. Let people see in you, say, you know, possibly way represent the truth. That's not part of discipline. When you know, they allow let them bend you or twist you around. I think say that's I hope for bring to the table, and I think say people will appreciate that a whole lot. And as for accuracy, like I always done, they say before I say anything out, I make sure say I research them, and make sure say nobody no able challenge them for saying a lie you lie. So similarly to everything what I don't do, I always they say, do you have the lawyers them? Since me not to lawyer, when I come forward and can't tell me say what they say is wrong, so I not mislead people, because I'm for misinform and mislead people. So please, lawyers, who now read law, when I come forward. And so to this day, nobody not come forward and say what you say na lie until the PPRC go actually corroborate, which have been always done. They say not true. Somebody say, me plan are always for set the party ablaze. I just not don't mention that now. When you stand for the truth and you point out the things the way people and get interest by what they want for hide, they say you want to spoil the party. You're not a good person. That's not exactly. Well, like I say, if you think say you they look for somebody where they can't lie to you, don't vote for me as a delegate, because I don't want that vote today. I don't want to be the PR person where I hope say who can't lie for you to the public. I don't do them. Somebody they say, if me they say the current PR team not they do well, now make me want for be PR. No, for every institution, you need improvement at every level. So I'm just saying that I probably get what it take or what I will able to add, we know they did right now. That's all I'm saying. I'm not to say the one the way they did not good. I'm just saying make it add something better for let I improve within the happen so now. That's all I'm saying. And somebody talk about the published list, how they go fight them. Now some of the confusion and I they want to avoid, so that when we do the right thing, nobody know they challenge nothing. But when people just begin feel say things that they happen were suspicious, then they are tempted for challenge within the go on. Somebody repeat the same question, say if I say the team they now know do well, now make me they come, they can say no, I just feel say I can able add a little more to within that team they do for make them better. So somebody say why now are they come up where they don't need a PR person better than this all the time? Well, it's never too late for you correct a situation. I like it on bad for so many years, you can able to come in and do your small thing for change. Waiting on they go on and make them better. So probably that is why I'm coming forward to say I want to be part of it. You know, but you also begin wonder say a real PR team of a political party for also able to identify people that were able to add value to that team day. So you begin wonder say why all of these years nobody will ever be head of the PR team, not think about assembling people like me, people like others the way better past me, for be part of the PR team so that they go strengthen that PR team day. That's one thing that I look forward to doing, because knowledge, you know, to what they call it, an embodiment of knowledge, say like a reservoir of knowledge. Now you want to get all in the sense. No, get people that will even pass you. When you're able to get them for work and do the right thing, the credit they come to you for being able to manage that particular team day. So you don't necessarily mean say because you're not head of the team, now you for be the best. Get the best around you and do the right thing. Now you they get the credit, say, now you're able to assemble that team day for let them do well. So that's just an example. Why up to this time, no one, ever think about saying, okay, BMT, you're APC. And we know say you get at least something for add. Why can't you be part of this? But then same division here within the party, oh, they talk about, oh, this one day and this one day and that. No, not bring any here. Let them side there. Now they don't cause all the problems they face today like today.
All right, Mr. Hansi.
Well, I've been on talk about Olu Gordon when I'm extraordinary in mind, not afraid nobody. But during the war period, we've been get other journalists then. We've been there, like Charlie Hughes, like Usman Lai, Wooden Asura Rutal, and Mohammed Jibril Sisi, who at one time the minister in the Foreign Affairs Ministry. We've been get them. We've been fearless. And also Paul Kamara. We've been there now one small office where if them rebel and go meet them there in 1997, it don't dawn. So there are people like that we at the appeal to the information minister for call we regularly on TV for talk about what happened. We get civil society activists. I mean, get Hassan Barry, we have been Labour Congress. Then we get Festus Mina, when I've been president of the Sierra Leone Teachers Union. Look, we are too young for be able to know what happened. By about May, the year 2000, May 8th, Fode Sankom in the plan for take over from Tijan Kaba, for shed blood again, even when they don't make chairman of the Strategic Mineral Commission, equivalent to vice president. Now Festus Mina and Hassan Barry, now they mobilize civil society from Eastern, Central, Western. We say not gonna be. We go meet Fode Sankom and house. Then run away. Tijan Kaba was ready for the part Fode Sankom again. So now we prevent civil society. These people are there. Then get people then like Ato Harvey, who's still there alive. We need to bring them up. The sad thing way this government don't do of retired Brigadier Mada Bio, they want them who risked their life during the war period, where some of them lost their life. We just then push them in a corner. Bring them one day, we're not been dinner here. We've been sometimes them in dinner classroom. Or they not been ever experienced the war. Now they don't bring the push-up. So they do not know what they are doing, how this country can go down. So we need for bring them people there here, and then we need for resurrect Hinga Norman. Hinga Norman was betrayed by the SLPP government. Then betray him, then sacrifice him to the international community. What are they talk so all the thing what they talk now? I've been doing SLBC. I tell them call it SLBS. Me and Foray, the other civil society man, what are they? No, would they talk? We say no. Hinga nothing they hold, they don't hold Hinga Norman. We say no. Hinga Norman na hero. He is one of the greatest heroes of Sierra Leone and Africa. we for lift her up and talk what he do. He was able to mobilize the civilians them for fight for themselves at a time when the governments of the NPRC and SLPP could not protect and defend them. And what have we done? What have we done to the families of family of Inga Norman? We for resurrect them. Then now we they will go show say we they remember.
All right, plenty thank you for doing it in the studio. Plenty thank you to you, Francis, and plenty thank you to you, BMT. And also this edition of the program will left you for this morning. One was plenty thank you to our production team. Plenty thank you to our technical people, them, Adama Awaba, Joseph Amara, Abubakar Conte, and Joshua. Plenty thank you to una the technical room for do waiting una do for let the program cancel una. Once a plenty thank you to una who don't send una text messages them, the messages then too plenty, we'll not go able for read all. But continue for stay with Magic Television every Monday to Friday, 8 o'clock to 9:30 for another edition of the program Magic Morning Tea. So say tomorrow we'll get another edition of the program. Me and Cornelius Ekurandu, one pound presenter them.
And today on Monday, don't forget the newspaper review. They come up at exactly 1 p.m. And we will get news at 7 p.m. plus other interesting program there where you will get this fine channel. And don't forget the tomorrow another edition of the program Magic Money. They come back to you. Me and Fatima say they say tata and get yourself a lovely week.
People and the environment. People and the Environment, a program where they come to you na Magic TV. If you want to know all things about you environment, weather forecast, national park them, forest reserve, protected area them across the country and how to protect wildlife, within the law say about all here, join Cornelius E. Randall on Magic Television, channel 38, and also on Facebook and YouTube and all social media handle them. Every Friday from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Magic Television, your trusted information hub.